Namaste, Kevin. Welcome to the mat and welcome to this brand new practice. If you have stumbled across me here today, it's your first time here, then welcome. My name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. And today I'm going to guide you through a quick and simple 20-minute power yoga flow called Lucky. So for one reason, it's called Lucky because I obviously posted this the day before Friday the 13th, but it's also lucky in the sense of gratitude today for our body, for our mind, for our soul, for bringing us to the mat, for the beauty of our body, the magic in our movement, and for the fact that we are here today. Gratitude is something that I do try to practice every day, and it's something I encourage that everyone do. So today's flow is all about feeling grateful, embracing the chaos, embracing the heat, and just feeling damn good about ourselves. So you don't necessarily need any props today, but if you'd like anything to make your practice more comfortable, as always, grab them now. But when you're ready, Kevin, get yourself set up and I'll meet you back here so we can flow. Okay, Kevin, we're going to begin today's practice by coming straight away into a tabletop position on our mats. So stacking those hips just above the knees, shoulders above the wrists. We're not just going to drop our weight here, we're going to start to activate the core a little bit. So imagine you're pulling that belly up and rounding a little bit into the shoulders, aiming to create length along the spine. A strange little way to start, but starting to wake up the upper body strength and starting to engage those muscles. Focusing on a drishti point just in front of us as we begin to cool and slow down our breath, evening out our inhales with our exhales. And then starting to bring in a little bit of movement with our breath, we inhale to drop the chest, find length through the crown of the head. And then exhale to curve the spine, push the ceiling away. Keep taking that movement. Inhale, drop the chest, gaze forwards. Exhale, curve the spine. And a disclaimer I forgot to mention in the introduction, there is a storm yet again here in Wales, so if you can hear any wind or rain, just flow with it. Let's draw in on that elemental magic. Beautiful, keep taking that stretch. Inhaling to drop the chest and exhaling to curve. Beautiful. Before we start to wake up those wrists by drawing a beautiful big circle, moving all the way over the wrist as far as you can go, and then send it back. Simple movement, but starting to work on that wrist mobility as we take these circles in one direction. Yes, and then move and take it in the other. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, one final stretch. We're going to bring the knees to touch, tuck those toes under and walk the hands back till you come into a bit of a lifted hero's pose. Now if it feels way too intense for the feet to be having the knees on the mat, you can lean back a little bit and come to a balance with the knees lifted up. It's a little less pressure. But if you're here with me, take some wrist rolls, making a fist as you move and take it in one direction. Move and take it in the other, maybe bringing a little neck movement here. Yes, one final stretch before we come out of this hero pose. Inhale, reach those arms up and overhead. Exhale, left hand takes hold of right wrist. Lean over to the left hand side for 3, for 2, and 1. Move through center, switch sides. Right hand takes hold of left wrist. Lean over to the right hand side of your mat for 3, for 2, and 1. Move into the center, relax the hands back to the mat in tabletop, untuck the toes, give them a little bit of a pat out here. Yes, before we roll over the tippy toes and meet in our first downward facing dog for the practice. So beginning to pedal out those legs here, bending one knee, bending another. Taking any kind of wiggles that feels good to you, most especially if it's your first down dog in a little while. Feeling grateful, feeling lucky for the strength of our minds, for bringing us to the mat, for the strength of our bodies, the beauty of our bodies. Beautiful. And then when you're ready from here, we're going to meet back in downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale to sweep that right leg nice and high to the sky, and then bend it off to split dog. So opening that knee to the side as if you're trying to stack the hips here. Inhale. On your exhale, round into the shoulders, draw the knee to the chest, hold it here. And then send it back to the sky, split dog. Taking this movement 2 more times. Draw the knee into the chest, hold it. Yes, and then send it back to the sky, split dog. Final time, draw that knee into the chest, hold it. And then step between the thumbs, leaving the left hand to the mat. We're going to pull the right arm all the way up towards the sky, coming into that twist. Inhale. Exhale, press off front foot, roll straight away into an awkward twist, facing all the way to the right hand side of our mat, arms nice and wide, or explore a twisted warrior by right hand touching the back of the left leg, left arm floats up and overhead. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Roll through awkward twist to place left hand to the mat, gaze to the right fingertips. And then from here, we're going to step all the way to the top of the mat. Left foot meets right, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the knees. Adjust my leggings and Utkatasana, chair pose. Tuck the tailbone under, sit lovely and low. Ooh. Holding for 3. Sit lower as we hold for 2. Beautiful. For 1, forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward, create length. Exhale, place the hands to the mat, step back, jump back to plank, and take your first vinyasa, pressing off the toes and lowering all the way down. Inhale, we find upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes under, come back to downward facing dog. From here, we bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg floats high, and then we bend it off to our split dog, opening up the hips. Ready for 3 rounds of our core crunches. We inhale, and then exhale, draw the knee to the chest, hold it, and then send it back to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee to chest, hold it. Don't know why I'm shouting. Inhale, take it back to the sky. Final time, draw knee into the chest and hold it. Before we step between the thumbs, right hand stays down, pull that left arm high, gazing towards the fingertips. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to roll into that awkward twist. Press off front foot, face all the way to the left hand side. Ooh, that knee is a little bit wobbly. Ooh. Inhale. Exhale, explore twisted warrior. Left hand floats the back of the right thigh. Right arm floats up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, roll through awkward twist. Bringing the right hand to the mat. Lift left arm straight to the sky for a moment before we relax it to frame front foot and step all the way forwards. Inhale, we gaze forward to create length. Exhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, sit lovely and low here. Tucking the tailbone under, sweep the arms forward. Oh, my knee. Holding 3, holding 2, and 1, Coven, forward fold. Inhale, we gaze forwards. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back one leg, step back another, and take your vinyasa. Press off the toes, lower all the way down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes under, meet me in downward facing dog. Remembering this is your practice. If at any point it gets too much, then drop the knees to the mat and come to child's pose. If you feel comfortable here in down dog, you're going to hold it for 5 more breaths, in through the nose and out through the nose. Rooting down through the fingers and the toes if you're in down dog. If you're in child's pose, feel that connection with your third eye and the earth, with that forehead on the mat. 3 more breaths wherever you've chosen to be, in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And then if you're in child's pose, gently roll the body and meet me in to downward facing dog. All together, bringing the big toes to touch. On your inhale, we sweep that right leg to the sky, bend it off to split dog. This time we can take 5 rounds of core crunches. Draw the knee into the chest and hold. Yes, send it to the sky for 1. Draw it into the chest and hold. To the sky for 2. Yes, you've got it 3 more times. Draw the knee to the chest. Hold. Send it back to the sky, 3. Into the chest. Woo, back to the sky for 4. Arms are aching. Draw the knee into the chest for 5. And then step between the thumbs. Left hand down, pull right arm all the way up to the sky as we inhale. This time on your exhale, we replace left hand with the right, pivot on that back foot and meet in a side angle here. Pulling that left arm to the sky and pivoting that hip, protect the knees. Inhale. Press off front foot, exhale to reverse warrior. Sending the right arm up and overhead, holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Briefly, we roll into a warrior 2, sending the shoulders away from the ears. And then on your exhale, we're going to step left foot forward, straight away into Utkatasana, chair pose. So step left leg forward and sit low, holding for 3, holding 2, and 1, forward fold. We inhale to gaze forward. This time on your exhale, bend the knees and begin to roll that body all the way up to standing, sending the shoulders away from the ears. From here, we're going to start to work on a pose called a pistol squat, which is just mental, but we're going to go for it. It is a power yoga for after all. But we're not looking for the deepest squat. We're not looking to come back up. We're just looking to strengthen this leg. Remember, feeling lucky. We're here today on the mat as a collective coven. So you can keep that left leg floating, or if you have it in your practice, you can take hold of it with those two hands. Finding a drishti point just to gaze, we're going to start to test that ankle mobility and that single leg strength by beginning to bend into that right leg. Sit as low as you can. Hold 5, hold 4, 3, 2, on your 1, float left leg behind you and forward fold to standing split. Yay to this transition. Inhale. Exhale, step back left leg, step back right leg, take a vinyasa. Jesus, my arms. Inhaling to find an upward facing dog, and then exhale, we meet back in downward facing dog. Yes. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, left leg to the sky, bending it off to that split dog. We open the hips. Ready for 5 rounds of core crunches. Draw the knee to the chest and hold. Send it back to the sky. Draw that knee to the chest and hold. Sending to the sky for 2. Draw knee into the chest and hold. Send it to the sky for 3. Draw knee into the chest and hold. Woo! Send it to the sky for 4. Final time, we draw knee into the chest and hold. Before stepping between the thumbs, right hand stays down. Pull left arm all the way up to the sky and pull it back here. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes to replace right. Pivot on that back foot and meet me in a side angle. Pulling that right arm nice and high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Roll all the way up to reverse warrior. Pulling that left arm up and overhead. Oh, I can feel the fact I haven't filmed this in like 7 weeks. Inhale. Exhale. Roll back, warrior 2. When you're ready, 1, 2, 3, we step straight away to Utkatasana. Right leg floats forward. Whoop, and sit low. Utkatasana, holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Woo, coven, yes, forward fold. Before we come to practice that pistol squat on the other side, remember, this practice is about feeling grateful, about feeling lucky for the fact we were able to come to the mat today. For our bodies, for bringing us here, for our minds, for our soul, for the collective coven, for their energy. So on your next inhale, gaze forwards. Exhale, bend the knees, roll that body to standing and roll shoulders away from the ears. This time we're going to shift weight over to that left leg, Again, I can't practice on my left leg just because of the issues going on with my ligament, so I'm going to take it on the right hand side once more. So, shift your weight to the left leg. You can just have the right leg floating out in front of you, or you can take hold of the foot. It's whatever feels good to you. But when you're ready, we're going to send it forward, maybe taking hold of it. Ooh. Ooh. And begin to sit low. Holding wherever you are for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Float right leg to the sky. Forward fold, find standing split. And then we step back right leg. We step back left into our vinyasa. Final one for the practice. Lower all the way down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, briefly say goodbye to downward facing dog. Pedaling out those legs. Nodding the head yes. Shaking it now. If you have jumped through in your practice, you can jump through. Or you can simply lower the knees to the mat and send those legs forward. Best transition of them all, we slide hips to heels And roll all the way back into the mat, hugging these knees nice and close to the chest. Before allowing those knees to fall to the right hand side, gaze floats left and bring those arms into a beautiful big T shape here. Inhale, darlings, those knees float through center. Exhale, shift your twist. Beautiful. Inhale. Draw the knees to the center. Reach those arms up and overhead for a gorgeous full body stretch. Ooh, excuse me. Before we bend the knees, either rock to seated or roll to one side. We're going to come to meet me in a seated position, just drawing in a little bit of grounding today. To finish off this practice, rolling, shoulders away from the ears, flip the hands down into the knees. All together, taking a beautiful deep inhale. And a slow exhale. All the way out. And to close this lucky Power Yoga flow, we're going to finish off with a little bit of a gratitude list. So all I'd like you to do is find 3 things that you're grateful for today. Now they can be as big or as small as you like, perhaps being grateful for a loved one, perhaps being grateful for just a good cup of coffee this morning, whatever you feel grateful for. But saying it out loud, send it to the universe. I am grateful for 1. I am grateful for 2. I am grateful for 3. So take your time, say it out loud here, sending it to the universe with love, with gratitude, so the universe may send you more blessings over the next few weeks. And then when you're ready from here, we're going to bring the hands to prayer at heart center, taking a deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale out, bowing low with a little more gratitude to ourselves, to the strength of our minds and our souls for bringing us to the mat, for those who joined us here as an online coven, and as always from the bottom of my heart, thanking you for allowing me to walk alongside you in your yoga journey. I hope you enjoy this chaotic little power yoga flow. Like I said at the beginning of the practice, it's my first power yoga flow I filmed in 7 weeks. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie, but I am so grateful to be quite far along in my healing journey with my knee and to be back on the mat. This is just everything, I love it. If you are new here, I do upload 3 free flows a week, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and keep up to date with those. But thanking you so much for joining me here today, for allowing me to guide you through this power yoga flow, and I hope to see you again soon, Coven. Blessed be.